Hey, what's going on, guys? Here is an entire week of training. This is going to be the move moving forward for me. The daily videos became too annoying. I don't really feel they're providing much value at this point. I do a lot of the same stuff over and over and over. Training is an arduous process, as those of you who are serious know. And honestly, I just want to have fun training again. I like to train, so the taping, the editing, all that kind of stuff just got kind of annoying. So yeah, like I say, this is going to be the move. Show you guys a little bit of every day. Some days I just won't be able to tape, and that's perfectly fine by me. The last workout you guys saw was the full body recovery workout on Sunday of last week after the rugby game. Monday, I went ahead and did an upper body workout, which was not very good. I missed a PR attempt at 205 with my overhead press, and I just did a lot of volume work. Didn't tape any of that. Tuesday, I did lower body. I did the banded deadlifts, which you guys saw at the beginning there. I worked up to 385 plus the purple bands as a top single. Then I did some back off work on that. Those are feeling really good. I love that movement right now. I did some step back lunges, some reverse lunges, Hatfield style with the safety squat bar with a 45 and a 25, so it's 205 on the SSB there. It torqued my right hip flexor really, really bad on the last rep of the last set, so have spent the entire week really nursing that, working around that, finding variations I can do that aren't going to aggravate it. Deep squats is a no-go. The heavy deadlifts is going to be a no-go. Any sort of heavy hinging really is going to be a no-go. It feels like a hot iron, and it's the psoas muscle on the right side. So I've strained that before. It is what it is. Wednesday, after that, I took off. What you guys saw just before these box jumps was Thursday's workout. Very brief workout there. But right before I went to rugby practice, I did some block power cleans and push press. Friday at work, you'll see I did some box jumps, and I did some push press, and then I did some bench press and various other chest, shoulder, tricep exercises that I did not choose to tape. Yesterday, I did a pull workout, but started with block power cleans again. I did these chin-ups, pause at the end range chin-ups here. I really like those. I did some seated vertical jumps. I did some ball slams, all that kind of stuff. None of this stuff really hurt the hip flexor. Thank God. I then moved on to some single arm pulls, just like some hypertrophy work for the lats there. Did like 3 or 4 sets of 8 each with 325s on each side. Lats feeling pretty toasty this morning when I woke up. So success on that. I also did some curls, which you guys will see after this. Today, which is Sunday, I had planned on trying to do some squats, but when I unracked the safety squat bar and dropped into the full depth position, maybe 2 or 3 inches away from full depth, the hip flexor said nope. So didn't do any full range of motion squatting. I also tried some pin front squats, which would have been not full range of motion, ATG, but close enough. Hip flexor also said nope. So I did some banded Zercher box squats. I'm not real happy with staying so upright. I want to kind of widen my stance, make it a little bit more hingy, moving forward with that movement that I'm going to introduce in the summer, in this off season. The Zercher hold and the crooks of the elbows surprisingly didn't hurt too bad, which was cool. I did 5 sets of 3 with 185 straight weight plus the blue band tension on that. Then I did some step ups. Then I did a bunch of different, what I would call just like therapeutic type stuff for the hip flexors, the core, that kind of thing. in just hopes of facilitating healing, getting blood flow to the area. We have a 3-game stretch to end the season for rugby. Every game is important right now. We're fighting for top 3 in the state for playoffs, and we have a very good chance to make it into the Club Rugby National Playoffs. So that obviously is goal number 1. Training is supplementing that. This also, just an added caveat as I look back in my training journal from last season, is around the same time that I started getting little bumps and bruises and nicks and stuff that were lasting, and then all of my lifts, strength-wise, fell off the cliff. So, the CNS fatigue, the axial loading of just the game of rugby, the spinal fatigue that you get from all the collisions, all the scrummaging and stuff like that, it does start to catch up. In as much as I love my heavy lifting and stuff like that, it really has to be monitored, and it really has to be smart. Like volume of too high a volume is going to create more injuries, not less. So basically what I'm trying to say out of this is I have to really, really pay attention to the training right now and make sure it's making me a better rugby player, and I'm not prioritizing the training itself over rugby. So as we get into this very important stretch, right, I'm getting up in age. This might be one of my last chances as a club rugby player to make it deep into the playoffs. So I'm not going to do something stupid. I have the rest of my life to chase PRs and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that that's why I got hurt. I'm just saying that the volume of everything has added up, and the hip flexor this time, it got a little bit more than I could handle. So, yeah, that was this week of training. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll keep posting shorts and stuff like that and other videos as I see fit. But as always, thank you so much for watching.
It's revolution, say, don't come running to me when